Welcome to Missing Chronicles, where we delve into the heartbreaking and enigmatic mysteries surrounding disappearances. Here, we will immerse ourselves in the world of unsolved cases, thrilling search efforts, and intricate journeys. The goal of this channel is to spread awareness, foster community connections, and provide support to the families and loved ones of the missing. Join me as we embark on a suspenseful journey, hoping to uncover the truth behind these missing chronicles. Help us sustain and grow Missing Chronicles by becoming a patron on Patreon. Your contribution ensures that we can continue our investigations, share compelling stories, and work towards a world where no one is forgotten. Join us in making a lasting impact today. Lost in the Cascades for 9 days, the remarkable story of Gia Fuda. On July 24, 2020, 18-year-old Gia Fuda embarked on a journey far from her home in Maple Valley, Washington, without informing her parents of her destination. She traveled east along Highway 2 through the Cascade Mountains near Stevens Pass. Unfortunately, her vehicle ran out of gas, prompting her to abandon it, leaving behind her purse but taking her phone, a Bible, and her journal. Concerned by her lack of response to calls and texts, her parents reported her missing, and authorities initiated a search. The following day, transportation workers discovered Gia's abandoned vehicle, but there were no clues about her whereabouts. Her phone could not be tracked due to either a dead battery or poor reception in the mountainous area. Initially, there was nothing overtly unusual about her disappearance, but I followed the case closely due to the area's history of odd missing persons incidents. Authorities initially suspected foul play, classifying it as a suspicious disappearance. Images of Gia at a coffee shop before her vanishing were released to the media. Despite 8 days of intensive searching, there were no leads as to what had happened to Gia. However, on the final day of the search, a team exploring Scenic Creek off Highway 2 began finding a trail of Gia's belongings. These included her notebook, shoes, socks, jacket, backpack, Bible, and even her cell phone, although it was likely useless in the mountainous terrain. The reason for discarding so much clothing remains unknown, especially considering the hot weather in Washington during that time. It doesn't make sense to abandon a jacket when the temperature drops at night, nor does it seem logical to remove shoes and socks while walking barefoot along a steep ravine. This peculiar detail aligned with patterns observed in other mysterious disappearances. Clothing, particularly shoes, frequently tends to be shed by those involved in inexplicable vanishings for unknown reasons. Following the trail of discarded items, the rescue team ascended a steep hill and eventually found Gia sitting on a rock in a deep ravine. When they discovered her, she was scantily clad and unable to provide a coherent explanation of what had occurred or where she had been, merely repeating, "I don't know where I am." Gia was promptly taken to the hospital, where she was reunited with her family. Aside from dehydration, cuts, and bruises, she was remarkably unharmed. The police described her recovery as a miracle, attributing her survival to drinking water from the creek and consuming berries from the area. In the days to come, authorities plan to question Gia about her ordeal. It remains to be seen if further information will be reported in the news. It is still unclear why she would have abandoned the safety of her car and wandered into the woods. This disorientation is a common occurrence in other cases of inexplicable disappearances. When Gia's family informed her that she had been missing for 9 days, she expressed confusion, believing it had only been 3 days. This pattern also aligns with other missing persons cases. While her family and authorities attribute this to stress and dehydration, it seems somewhat implausible. It is intriguing that she experienced dehydration despite being found near a creek with water. Additionally, it is a stretch to think that she would confuse 9 days of extreme weather conditions as only 3. One would expect that enduring each day and night cycle alone in the forest while striving to stay alive would provide some sense of the passage of time. Yet, she seemed to have lost nearly a week of memories. The events during her disappearance remain a mystery. Dismissing a week's worth of time and memory as a result of distress and dehydration feels like an oversimplification. Many aspects of this case defy logic. Why did she venture so far into the woods instead of staying near the road or in her car? Why did she discard her clothes and shoes? It is also worth noting that Gia's car was found at Scenic Falls, approximately 1.2 miles away from where she was eventually discovered at Scenic Creek. Despite search and rescue teams scouring the area for over a week, she was only found on the final day of the search. It is a miraculous outcome. As if she hadn't been found that day, it is unlikely she would have been found at all. It's a relief that she was found alive, and I am genuinely happy for her and her family. However, I hope that the authorities continue to question her to uncover more answers regarding this perplexing case. Thank you for watching Missing Chronicles. We have explored captivating stories and searched for answers behind the vanished. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest videos. Share these videos to spread the message and assist affected families and loved ones. If you have any information related to the cases we've discussed, please leave them in the comments section. Together, we can make a difference. See you in the next Missing Chronicles.